Hello, it's me again, back with a dose of the angels. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because every time I do this, I feel a different emotion. I feel a different emotional response about it. As if I kind of got myself into doing something that I'm not sure about. The angels are really funny because I keep saying, we don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I'm very committed to things. I say, well, if I'm doing it, I'm sort of doing it. But we'll see how it goes. And if I get exhausted by it, I will put the kibosh on it, so to speak. So the angels are going to come in with a message. I don't know who's going to come in. As I don't call anything specific, I just open the doors to whoever's above Buddha level, Buddha's energy. And yeah, so let's just see what we'll get. Like I say, I never know. Last week's, by the way, I wasn't sure about it when I listened to it again. And then I listened to it again and I was like, that was really crazy because I just told you beforehand that I always get collectives, and I didn't. I got a specific angel and a specific sister, Sister Claire, which was really strange because before that, all the readings had been by the consortium, sort of like of angels or something. So I found that quite intriguing that when I said that, they did that. Of course, those of you who know me and know the angels I work with, we know that they can be exceptionally cheeky. So right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I'll do a little bit of breathing to connect you in today. We're doing that, angels. No, the angels want me to do something a little bit different today. So they're asking me to ask you guys just to breathe fully, right into your bellies, and breathe out. I'll do another one. Breathe in fully, right down into your bellies, and breathe out. By the way, I'm a yoga teacher, just so you know. Breathe deep in, down into your belly. Breathe out of your mouth. Just relax your body, relax your system. I want you to place your hands wherever you're sitting. If you're, as long as you're not operating any machinery or doing anything that requires your full concentration, just place your hands sort of one over the other, sort of against your sacral chakra, which is just above your abdomen. Just put it there. I just rest into that, and I want you to rest yourself down. We've been talking a lot about relationship this week. And release this week. So just let yourself release as you hold on to that area. Just let yourself release. And just rest in that, maybe when you're listening to the angels. So I'm going to go now and get our channel reading for us. Our message to you today is of autonomy of your person. We want to talk to you today of being autonomous in all ways. Often within the human collective, it's very difficult to separate yourself from others. You're so individualized, yet so separate at the same time. Yet the thing that plays out constantly is ego's need to protect, or ego's need to interfere, or ego's need to know better. The ego is the strongest aspect of yourself, and it's the part of you that comes up and judges others. It's the part of you that comes up and is usually judging yourself. If you're judging yourself, dear ones, you need to recognize that through judgment comes malady. Malady of all aspects of you. And life can get harder and harder the more you judge another. Just because you never saw something of another, just because you never deemed it or witnessed it, does not make it not so. Many in the human conceptualization are always questioning. They're always questioning themselves and they're always questioning others. The interesting part of this paradigm, the interesting part of these words, is that you're questioning yourself, yet you ought to know yourself. And this, my dears, is why you question others. When you trust others for who they are and what they are and the things that they do, then you also trust yourself. This, my lovelies, is the biggest part of growing and evolving as a human species person. It's the biggest part of being the strongest aspect of who you are. While you're trying to be in this frame of response that makes you know all things when you actually do not, you are struggling against a tide that is battling to whip you up into the waves and possibly even drown you. Why would you want to be drowned by those waves when everything around you is saying, if you just look a little bit closer, you'll see the bigger picture? The biggest picture is recognizing that each soul came here in an individualized casing body, okay? The soul houses itself within this body, and this individualized aspect is seen as separate to the whole. Well, actually, instinctively, as we angels would say, all aspects are part of the whole, which means that what you would like done to you, you do to others, which means when you speak to others, do not speak to them in ways you wish them not to speak to you. As you ride through life and look at the journey that you're taking, recognize the soul and the strength that you're bringing to this world. Recognize the love that you're bringing to this world. You're brought here with a specific purpose. You're all brought here with a specific purpose, things to do. And when we say purpose, you're probably thinking of the message that came through before we know of this one. This message was accurate, but when we say about purpose, you all came to do specific things in a way that was structured and went forward and would happen. Each of you, each line, each day, each story, different. But the biggest part of it is to find peace within your body. You see, the interesting and most highest aspect of this is when you see peace in yourself, you'll see peace all around you. You will not feel conflicted, you will not feel sorrow, you will not feel sad, because you will feel love, because the love that you give yourself is the biggest love that you can have. And no other can give you love, no other can give you that support. It always comes from internally in your body system. Once you see it, you'll feel love. Now, we're not talking of difficulties you may experience out in the world at large. Other humans may be difficult, they may upset you, they may say things to you you do not like. Yet the only way to heal and deal with those things is if you recognize they are not you, you are you. And how you respond to someone is how you experience the pain that comes through from what has been said. Once again, I come back to what the beginning of this message was about. You are an autonomous human individual who leads a life that is interdependent with others. So you have an independent you and link to others in the story of love. And when you're in that story of love, you protect yourself in all ways, which means you answer when you want something in the affirmative, or you answer in the negative, in the nay if you don't want something. And your values and your beliefs are worthy. But remember, so are others. Remember that each of you has this same thing happening. You're all individualized aspects of the same thing. You're all individualized aspects of the same whole energy system. So when you hurt because someone said something to you, they're hurting too. Recognize your response to them. Recognize the way you speak to yourself and others. Recognize you are where you are as a person in the whole of yourself. My brethren are saying some of this message has already been relayed. That's okay, I will relay it again still. Us angels, we love repetition. We love it, we love it, we love it. So when you go through life and you see these problems and you feel this need to correct other people's thoughts or feelings so they're in line with your own and you feel whole and you feel in control, remember that control is the work of the ego. It's the work of the negative side of life. It's a low vibration aspect and it will not hold you, it will just control you. When you worry about another, you are also in that poor energy vibration. Worrying about others is not kindly. It is also in the energy of low control of self. Because each individual deals with their aspect. You deal with your aspect. They deal with their aspect. If they want your help, they will ask you. Dear ones, they will ask you. And that's when you bring your love. Of course you can offer help. That's never a bad thing. Of course you can. But remember, when you want to do something and someone pushes you around, you do not like it, do you? Then recall this each moment of each day. That love comes from taking care of yourself. Once you love and connect into yourself and you feel the strongness of the vibration of your own energy field, you are able to move through the difficulties in life. Look, this does not mean there will be no difficulties and that you will not be shouted at or feel pain in life, or you will not go through disconnection or remorse or arguments or disagreements. This does not mean this, because some people will come to you full of their ego or their control or their manipulation or their needs. Yet if you stand in autonomy and if you stand in love of self and care of self, and you become strong in your own center and do not allow your ego to get whipped up into these spaces, then you will feel the love of source and you will feel your guardian angels assisting you as you move into protective high vibration energy. There's nothing more than that needs to be said. There's nothing more than that needs to be done. You are the bearer of all of your own feelings. You are also the bearer of all your own experiences. You are also the bearer of all situations you've ever had. No other is responsible for the way the world looks to you, because it is your perception that is seen. Have we any other messages? I'm going to lean into my brethren as they are so hell-bent on telling me that that's Hem's word. We do not use this word as angels normally. That's how she feels about these things. What is this? What is this new thing? They're talking of care, my brethren, and they're saying to me to remind you that caring for yourself is very important. Loving yourself is very important. And do let those help you who love you, that care for you, if need be. Just remember that you are not an island. This is Hem saying, that's what I feel that you would say, not an island, you're not alone. You're all here to assist one another, because as I've said already, you're all part of the whole autonomous system. So you be in your autonomy, and then if each one of you looks after your own inner being, it helps the others to click and look after their own inner being. When we judge, we're rude, we're nasty to others, then, and only then, is the human personification within that judgment coming up as negative. I will pass back to one of my brethren who wants to come and clarify some of the things I've said. Being in the body consciousness is quite difficult. So we want to bring you one thing, and I want to say one thing to you today. Your energy and your vibration is always shifting because you're in a dense vibrationary body. In this body, you're being salved only by your guardian angel and your spirit guides, and they assist you and they move and they shift with you. What I want to say to you is, I do hope that my brethren's words will impact you in some way. Take the energy if the message does not make sense. If also you may ask Hem, she'll be able to decode the message once she has heard it. From myself, we do bring messages through on a different vibratory level to the human conceptualization of speech. So sometimes it can be very hard to tell you the message in your linear order of words. We tend to speak and word things in a way that doesn't work with your normal system of writing. Punctuation, isn't it? We don't normally do it that way. But I do hope there was something there for you, and next week we will hopefully bring through something that is a broader subject. We will work with him with this to see if we can bring something that maybe you would like. If you do have any comments or ideas, you can ask her for them. So I will now hand back to him. What happened there? That was weird. That was really strange. I feel like you didn't get a message, but my clock says 15:28. I feel like I've only been gone. That's 15 minutes and 28 seconds it was at. But I feel like I've only just closed my eyes to bring the message in. So I will watch it again. I'll watch it again and I'll watch it and have a look at what it is and that they've said to you. I don't get to editing these videos because it takes too much time, so I don't put any comments or anything around them. Maybe when I get a little bit more time, once me and my boyfriend have moved, I can change the way that I do these. But yeah, that's really weird. It's really strange, this one, because I feel really like I didn't go. Like I just closed my eyes, said to you guys, I will go, and then I opened my eyes at the same time. So I don't know. I will have a little check of it and see what it is like. Look, namaste everyone. Thank you so much for watching these. I don't really get them myself, so I feel very, very privileged that you guys are watching them. I'm very, very grateful to you for watching them as well. Do subscribe if you haven't done already. Do give me a thumbs up, I'd love that, and do check out the videos if they're of interest to you. I do feel weird asking you for those after these angel readings because they don't, well, angel messages, sorry, because they feel different to when I'm normally doing my work, so I don't feel like I'm doing anything really. But there you go, my darlings. Take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, beautiful Saturday, and I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Lots of love. Bye, bye, bye.